Welcome to Reel 13. I'm Richard Pena. Tonight's Reel 13 Indie is Around, based on writer-director David Spaltro's own experiences while studying film at the School of Visual Arts in New York City.
I managed to get into a cutting-edge, leading film program in one of the most prestigious art schools in the city. How did I know this?
Cutting-edge film program in the country. But we've chosen all of you to become the next generation of storytellers.
Did he just try to get to third base with me?
Spaltro describes it as less a biopic and more a Valentine, sometimes bittersweet, to a certain time and place in his life and the people he knew.
So Dave and I met back in 2007 in the cafeteria of the Whole Foods. I was just a young best boy electric, and Dave was a man with a script, 67 credit cards, and a dream and a crazy plan to make it happen.
And Dave had kind of a crazy plan on how to finance the film, so it was so all on credit, and so basically
credit card.
Yeah. So I was the only person who was like crazy enough to be like, let's go.
Made for $175,000, obtained through drawing on more than 40 personal credit cards. Around premiered in September 2008, just in time for the global financial meltdown.
I found him on Casual Encounters on Craigslist. So.
What's that?
Pictures of dead presidents.
$60.
Training fee. You did a good job.
No, thank you.
You don't need it?
I don't accept handouts, actually.
No, it's not a handout.
And what is it?
Money to buy us dinner with.
Oh
I know
my
this
God.
great diner over on Avenue A.
Who are you?
What do you want me to be?
Right now, just surround yourself with the best people. Find a story you really want to tell and just go tell it and don't stop. Like, whatever hurdles come, whatever happens, just keep pushing and do it.
They don't write stories for people like us, movie style. We write our own. The places we go. The fear inside. The people we love, the people we lose. All in between the pages.
The world is full of people that love to tell you how something should be done, how it has to be done, what you can and cannot do. They try to put ceilings on your potential and what you're capable of, all right? And I might be a little bit more mature, but I'm just going to say, fuck that noise. Nobody can tell you what you can and can't do but you.
I finished the first draft of the script 2 years ago, today.
What is days today?
April 12th. 2011.
The film is about relationships changing, what happens when we die, but it's mostly about a grad student who she's kind of dropped out of life and she's formed a cathartic relationship with this terminally ill girl she's interviewing in a hospice and a very lonely bartender downstairs.
Even after my little experiment, I didn't get any solid answers.
I think it's just themes that I've always been interested in my own life, and it's sort of something I started writing when I was in film school, actually, and then after I did my first film, Around, I found those pages and started writing again and wanted to work with the actress who I'd worked with on Around, Molly, again, and Lee, who had produced my first film. It was just an idea of something I really wanted to do, a passion project, and bring kind of the whole family back together.
Dave says to me, why don't we just go and just make another one, screw it. Just bring the team back together and go for it again. And that was really what making this film was about. It was about uniting with and reuniting with the most talented people in New York City and putting together something incredible.
So when did you sleep last?
2008.
No, I definitely did not sleep in 2000. I don't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep.
So I worked with David 5 years ago on Around, which is a feature we did. And my character was, I guess, kind of the girl next door role, which I was pretty used to playing. And at some point, getting to know David, I said I wish I had an opportunity to play darker roles, more challenging roles. And then a couple years later, he came to me with this script, and it was just, exactly what I was looking for. I know the game. I've been through several of you already. And I know that you think I'm going to get to the creamy nougat center of why I do what I do from a little back and forth for an hour each week. No, not at all. At least you're honest.
I guess she's pretty confused, a little lost, wants some answers. doesn't understand much. No, she's actually very, very intelligent, but just has a lot that she wants to figure out, and she's kind of at a place of chaos in her life and has some crazy friends, and yeah, she just kind of, I don't know, figures a few things out.
I was a drunken bitch and just put my shit on you and said mean things like always because I'm just messed up and I've got all kinds of intimacy issues, and I mean, you know, jump in any time with, no, Violet, children should throw roses at your feet.
You can be a drunken bitch.
To have a camera in your face with things that you're uncomfortable with, and then have to share that with everyone that watches it is terrifying and a little bit liberating.
Were these actors that you knew, or was there an auditioning process?
We put them in a ring.
Oh, nice. That's usually how you find out who wants it.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I don't know why. I don't know why I have to go. Can I? Oh, God. I was dealing with a very young character who is affected by this disease that affects young people. You know, they get it in their teens, which is horrifying. Osteosarcoma, most common of malignant bone cancers. It's almost impossible to detect without a biopsy. And I'm just imagining the different situations that I would be in and what would happen to my relationships and to my life if it got completely derailed by something so significant as cancer. I felt so sorry for myself. And then one day I didn't want to waste any more time on bitter and angry. I just want to be me again, whole. Just even for a short time.
Eleanor Wilson, I'm playing Darla, who is a very young and fresh Australian actress who's living in New York and is very excited by living in New York. She works at the bar where Violet lives and everybody goes and interacts. And she's pretty much the antithesis to Violet. Oh no, what happened to your friend?
I have cancer.
Oh no, like cancer.
I would like to humbly say that I think that he heard what I was teaching him in the way that he talks to me about what he wants, in the way he talks to the other actor. He very kindly worked with me yesterday when I came into the city. We sat for a few hours and we talked about her and what I thought I could bring, and I had suggestions about things that I thought maybe I would like to say or didn't need to say.
What am I supposed to do?
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever I want?
Yes, whatever you want to do, as long as you're not doing it because you're afraid. Then your life is yours.
I liked getting his feedback. You know, he seems direct, positive, and has a, you know, he's really genuinely there with each individual. Whether you are a day player or you have the lead role, you need someone like David
Hey Parker, get those victory shots ready.
We have like 11 or something. Best narrative feature, which is awesome. We're very proud of it, and it's just magnificent that we're reaching so many people through all these festivals. It's great.
I want to say something witty before I have a couple more drinks and challenge Survivor Man to a fisticuffs competition. You guys can read about it in the obituaries in the Sun Journal.
I think that's the best part about taking the film to all these different places is you get a chance to see it with different kinds of people, but also in different areas. So yeah, you can watch a film with a little bit of rumbling thunder and maybe add some extra mood. People will be complimenting on your sound design. It's like, no, I didn't do that. That was God.
You don't want to go to Sundance because it's too popular now. It's too hip.
Sundance, we don't really mean that. So that's in the future. We love you.
It's a hard business. Whenever I get frustrated, whenever I don't know what I'm going to do, I think about you guys. I think about the people I've seen in these films, and keep telling your stories. Whatever it takes, go out there. The world's going to tell you you can't do it. Go out there and tell your stories and be stronger. So thank you guys.
You get a chance to have the person who doesn't necessarily have millions of dollars to create a movie, create this art and have it seen by people. I mean, it's really an everyman's kind of situation.
Because this is not something that we just do. This is something that we are. Everybody that was part of this film was storytellers. We're not filmmakers or actors or makeup people or musicians. We're storytellers. Every single one of us. And what we do is important. And if you have a story to tell, I don't care if you grab a flip cam or your cell phone or some construction paper. Go tell your story. No excuses. No surrender. Don't give up. Do it.